Hello everyone, this is Wildstyle coming to you with another live stream. We are back. We're doing LA Noire. Um, I felt like I wanted to get back into doing it, so I had been doing it. And I said that I would do the whole thing, but I hadn't been doing it lately since for the fact that I have been sick. I haven't, been feeling like doing it much. But anyway. Hey Gavin, how are you? Welcome. I'm doing better than I have been, so I'm getting back to normal, pretty much. And you'll be live streaming tomorrow? Nice.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. Just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case.
I
A poor
appreciate that,
Hispanic
Gavin.
woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You win some,
You're happy
you
with the
lose
Mueller
some.
case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Over the moon, boys.
Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
I don't know. Chicken come with fried tomatoes.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Hey, way too cool. How are you? Welcome. Oh God. I believe I had the right of way, thank you. And run into a pole.
Hey!
I was waiting for you to say that.
Hey, come on!
I heard the ring. Hold on a minute. That dude Bear, thank you. I appreciate the subscription. You saw that? No, you didn't. You didn't say nothing, Drake. It's a figment of your imagination. Whee!
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Well, here it comes, Drake. Here's your naked body.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent.
Everyone calls you
Don't we
Bear?
best
Okay.
wait for you when you're ready.
I like the name, though, I must say. And I appreciate you subscribing to the channel.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
Yeah. I'm just giving these guys what they want
Only 21 years old.
on my stream.
But
I
why
mean,
the
you know,
library card?
they all want to see boobs.
Did he want us to find it?
So there you go. No, I want to see her neck. God.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Ugh.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
Mm.
Skin under the fingernails.
Yeah.
Kiss the blood. BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital
OG,
region
how
at
are
the base
you?
of the skull.
Welcome.
Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Ow. Alright. Whoa.
Leave me to do my job, detective.
No, I'm trying.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
What you looking in the bushes for? Alright, nothing. Nope, just walk all over the crime scene, it's fine.
May as well follow the trail.
Yeah, it's fine. Why not? You can just walk all over blood. You know, they didn't have where you had to wear gloves.
Antonia. Huh.
Antonia?
Same as a library card.
Antonio. Alright, where are you taking me? Just follow the blood. Kind of reminds me of Outlast. What's this shoe?
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
D
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher. Where are you taking us?
I hope things get better for you, Drake.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
I don't know.
He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
I'm sorry to hear that, Drake. My condolences
Enameled
to you.
and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Hey, Rabbit Rob, how are you? Welcome.
The trail points up.
Yep, just get your running hands all over the crime scene. Why not?
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
No idea, buddy. Oh. Flip.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
No, it's a stream. It's a live stream, Rob.
Son of a bitch wants her identified.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown. I'm at a loss.
Let's check that library card.
Lost about how to
See where
get
our dead
into
lady
a
comes from.
car? Really? Wow. Naked boobs?
It was Mrs. Maldonado,
Well, that's right up
That's
your
affirmative.
That's
Right,
right
so
up
then
your alley,
I
then,
get the
Rob.
point. Right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Ah, Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Well, I mean, that's right up Rob's alley is boobs. You know, a naked lady and Rob's in heaven, so there you go.
Want another accommodation?
Wait just a moment!
Just a minute.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am.
You got a
Detective
terrible
Phelps
southern
and
accent, boy.
Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Well, they didn't wipe his feet, but, you know, whatever.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
That's a terrible accent you got.
Hey, Cole, get moving.
Well, I'm going, you idiot. I mean, Henry, you went the wrong way anyway.
Did you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Okay, we have an address.
Okay, we have an address. Just by reading that, you have an address? They did turn it over. How dare them?
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Because somebody stole it. Right.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Yeah. We all know Rusty.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
A railing, perhaps? Alright, anything else? No. That's all that I can get out of this. I can't even pick up that bottle. Oh well. Alright, let's go down and talk to the lady, the landlady. Who's technically a man in disguise.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best. Now, go back.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in you. I'm gonna say doubt.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar.
Too late for that,
Latino
OG.
place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
No, that can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Jules is here.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado bar.
I need to find my car.
Good looking for a policeman.
A nosy old hag? Ha! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
Let's go to the bar.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times.
Okay.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these girls.
Whoops.
We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through streets. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Get out of the way. Please, people, get out of the way. Oh, God. Get out of the way. Map coming through.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked
What's the matter, Dre? Don't you like
Yeah.
Don't you like
Me
my
and a temp
driving?
guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
What?
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was getting tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
I think Drake likes my driving. He's too afraid to admit it.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs.
A waitress, can I have another spoon? You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Ah, divorce papers.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Okay.
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Alright,
What the hell?
I just broke a box by walking in it. Oh, lovely. Well, you know.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
You just went to a bar. Here we go, Drake. This is for you. I'm driving because of you, because you want me to drive, because you want to see me drive. And run into things. Oh. Whoa. No. Go back, you idiot. Maldonado 304.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
I'm doing this for you, Drake. I'm driving because you like it. It's 203. Let's go up.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Ow.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Look out. Look out. Oh, crap. How about...
This is going to end in tears.
I got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say? Jeez, man.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Don't call him that.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Can I get... Oh. I was getting ready to say, can I get my hat?
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Just picked Fruit Market.
Ooh.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Maybe.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of
Let
Angel's
Pro
movement.
handle this.
Got no alibi. He's toast.
The heck? What were you? let the Pro handle this.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better. Can I go in here? Ah, crap. I don't want to go in here. I hope you're doing well, Sandy. Alright. Is that all that I had to get?
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? To the neighbors. Alright. Let's talk to the neighbors.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two,
problem,
they're
Sammy.
always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Okay. Rusty, do you mind?
No good. There's nobody here.
No good, nobody here. Oh, good. Nobody here.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My
Hey,
wife and I are
HA,
separated.
how are you? Welcome.
And I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know anything. Do you?
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
Yeah.
I did.
Thanks.
I think
I'll
a
be in
lot of
touch.
people are doing are having
I kept
problems
thinking
with
you were going to
that.
call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Use the telephone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station.
Urgently?
A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thank you.
Urgently. Alright, get your hat, Galloway. Or should I call you Finbar? Alright. Whoops. Here we go again, Drake. I'm gonna be driving the car. So get ready. Police station. Being a slowpoke, ain't you? You forgot your hat.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking cased his nozzle way through the gut.
Whoops.
Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gut.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Think about the citizens.
Think those Vice boys get any on the side? Arthur?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Well, I'm doing this for your amusement, Drake. I mean, come on. I thought you liked when I drive.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all his fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Oh, my goodness.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed. Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gas.
Yeah. Hey Carlos, how are you? Welcome. I've changed my mind. You would not give a square deal.
I want to stop him with one round.
A few BD ticks. Oh, I've already seen that.
Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
To make him smile. Think upon thy soul by virtue of this curse, Aldeed. Then be thou damned. Beholding goods. Oh, he already seen the boobs, Savvy, by the way. Both infinity as is the universe, and thou thyself torturing solace. An awful image of calm power, through now thou sittest. Let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art eternally, and after many a false, a fruitless crime, scorn tracks thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Alright. Hey, Blood Dragon, how are you? Welcome.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
I used to be indecisive, but now you're not so
I
sure.
say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
I went the wrong way.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
I'm getting better than I was, so.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
Hey, Obscure, how are you? Welcome.
I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out.
Oh my God.
That's the truth.
How would you slap a woman down?
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
I'm feeling better than I was, yes.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed.
I'm getting
Was she
there.
wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
A box.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Why?
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sack.
Alright.
Drink. I got the jitters again.
Gotta go to the just pick fruit. What? Where am I going? Alright, just pick fruit.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman.
Here we go, Drake.
We'll get to the market, and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others. Give me a break.
No, I don't want to give you a break. You're in my way, sir. I gotta go all the way around. Get out of my way.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Oh, you
Are you
know.
working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Hello, sir.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Clem? Shush. Wow, look at this.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Just pick fruit. Oh, Drake, you know you like my driving. Oh.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Clues. Two, 5, 3. 2, 5, 3. 2. What? Get back to it. Okay. 3. There we go.
I got a call back to that
Yay!
Universal Chorus line.
Okay. Prayers. Oh, whoa.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out after.
What the flip?
Why cut someone who's already dead?
It's a typical power trip. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they
Get my
like.
magnifying glass out.
Must have seen it during the war. This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Well, I'll try. You better wish me luck with the drive. Who am I kidding? I drive like this when I'm not chasing people.
I should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Well, I'm trying, Rusty.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh, the mercy. Oh, good. We get to go up here. Whee!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hey, Shep. How are you? Welcome.
Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
Every man for himself.
That's it. We're done.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names.
Yeah.
Now, on your way. Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin.
Hey, Gavin.
A nice
How
show
are
and
you?
trial,
Welcome.
and he'll be strapped down with gas
I'm doing better. How
seeping
about you?
into his
How are you?
tiny
You okay?
reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Great Pinker will let us know.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on 45? I want to stop him with one round.
It's
Greetings from sunny
raining.
California. When's it going to stop?
Alright. Oh, you found your hat, did you?
Fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fat, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up in San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting
Hey,
a vicious
James, how
killer
are
off
you?
the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides,
California's
landing a
not
big
bad.
fat marlin is more impressive than an
So
ocean full of
California
minnows.
loves,
The
to
minnows
kill
make it
people
the man,
and
Phelps. You
bury
can't
them?
always hit home runs.
Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
I don't think so, Rusty. I don't know who, well, except for serial killers, maybe. I don't know who would like that. It's a little bit disturbing and creepy, Rusty. Let's drive on the sidewalk, Drake. What do you think?
The siren might keep people out of the way. What do you think?
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, I just had to do it. The wrong way.
Slow down.
No, I don't want to slow down. There's nothing wrong with me. I like driving like this. You think I'm driving like this? No, I can't go that way because it's a wall. I'm still going the wrong way.
Slow and steady, come on.
Go slow and steady.
That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner.
Is it going to be a naked one so Drake can see it moves? We all know that men want to see women's boobs, so hopefully it'll be a naked one so Drake will get to see it. Oh, Lord. That's hilarious. Is it another naked body?
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Oh no,
Blunt force trauma.
oh no,
Knock
she's
him over the
dressed.
head, then strangle
You
and
won't get to
mutilate.
see her boobs.
No
Drake,
message
sorry.
with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Never the same.
No ring. This wasn't. No. Can you not see her head? Yeah, I guess you can't. No! Come back.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
$5 bill. I don't think it's junk. Okay, what else do we have? First, let's just step all over the evidence. Why not? Do I need to talk? What are you looking at?
Nope.
What did you do now? Oh my goodness. Oh, so Frank did this, huh?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Oh my goodness.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
Not 9.
There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go to the laundry. Nat. Check on, talk to whoever's there. Don't turn, so Savvy gonna turn you into a frisbee. Oh my. Alright, here we go, Drake.
No message.
Excuse me?
There's no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on it. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy.
It's a copycat.
Right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Alright, let's go on the sidewalk. Oh my goodness. Driving on the sidewalk. Oh man.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on the glass, is it there?
What was it again? Green silk dress.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Alright, here we go again, Drake. And off we go. We're going to be driving on the sidewalk.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, do not let your assumptions color your detective work.
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives
Hello?
Phelps and
Yes.
Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a
Probably
missing
not.
persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Bars.
I wonder why the picture was turned down. Incidental.
What do you know? Tis a boat. It's a boat.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Yep, and it's her.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Nope.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Well, he did say he went to a party.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Thought about it, but didn't.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Size 8.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Slap the cuffs on him. Can you get out of my way?
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
No, I don't want to talk. I want to use the phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
I think I got everything. Yep. Alright, let me go talk to him. Was there anything else? No, okay. Alright, let's talk to you.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa.
I didn't do anything.
She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Baron's bar. We should check her place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
All right, Rick, here we go. Wow. Well, but I didn't. Hey, Magic, how are you? Welcome.
What is the special of the day?
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. It's about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home.
Hey, Gold
I was
Mask, how are
worried
you? Welcome.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
This is a tasty burger.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor, in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Okay.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
She always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Yeah, he's gonna
Can't
make
let
you
the
chase.
son of a bitch get away.
He's gonna make you chase him, Rusty. Oh my God.
Go, Phelps, get after him.
I'm trying. You were in my way.
Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive.
You were in my way, sir. That and the walls.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh, crap. Hey, Ginger, how are you? Welcome.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Yeah, I'm lying.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Well, I'm trying.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Well, I'm trying.
He's showing you how it's done. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I'm trying. Ah, damn it. Lost him. Jump. Where the heck did he go?
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Try.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. He's showing you how it's done.
Shut up.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Look on PC. Well, I'm playing.
Maybe you
on
shouldn't have
PC,
waited
on
for me,
PC.
Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Trying.
Let's end this part.
All right, you got me. Show me your hands.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, You went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead, and your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks
I
and get
take
my
it
end
you
away.
like the PS5
Looks like your
instead of
Salty had the
PC.
same idea.
So what happened when you
Sure,
left
we'd
the
all
bar?
like a PS5.
Sailor Boy
but,
laid
you know.
one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk.
Hey,
he flags
brother,
a cab
how are
and jumps
you?
in with the
Welcome.
broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central.
What's a
He's a
degenerate?
material
Always a
witness in a
degenerate.
murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Yeah, everybody's talking about PS5s, PS5 this, PS5 that. Is there any way? Oh, there's a telephone.
Grown men playing at being boys. Say, can I borrow some of that mascara?
There's a telephone. Telephone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Susie, you are so bad.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
I have all three of them off the game, and they're all remastered. They're good
11K,
games.
yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where's that cab got you now?
He's all over the place. Alright, we're gonna drive on the sidewalk.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Whoa.
LAPD, we're investigating a
What's
murder.
that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it.
Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
It's gonna ruin my day.
Phil!
Alright, I'll turn the siren on, Rusty. But just for you. Good. Idiot. Annoying. Whee! Oh God.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Look at these stairs.
Cole!
Got a bump and a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Alright. Where is interview 2?
Somebody gonna tell us what the hell is Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
I thought we were going to the hobo camp.
Three suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
Go chase down the service.
to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Only have time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
11K, roger.
Here we go again, Drake. I hope you buckled your seatbelts. Just stop in the middle of the road, man, and let me hit you.
He's only a writer, so can't really help.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
I'm out of here. You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
I'll need to run the loop.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
We have to go on.
We're not going to drive
Escape
the
from the
whole
loony
thing,
bin.
will we?
Dump the body.
Won't take
That's the
long.
cop who put him away.
We have a siren.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
If that hill won't buy me something nice, I'll find someone who will.
Rusty, come on. Always waiting for you.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him.
Oh, sorry.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Yep.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see me, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty. How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
Whoops. I missed the turn.
This is starting to grate a little.
You know, whatever happened to the joys of rigorous search? Dogged police work, you know?
They went out the window about 2 blocks ago.
Hey, this could be a Cole Phelps I'll grow to love. Freeze, Phelps.
Oh, God.
Top of my class back here. Now I'm waiting tables.
I find one goddamn ding.
I'm sorry, sir. Police officer. Don't count on it.
Whoa there!
Oh my gosh!
Jesus, Phelps! Easy.
Full of advice, aren't you?
should have gone around the other way. We would have run into the bus by now if you'd gone the other way.
How was I to know that at the time?
A good detective depends on his gut, and yours has just been found wanting.
Well, your gut clearly wants for nothing, Rusty. Though from the look of it, its main request is beer.
Fear and convictions, Phelps. Gently. Watch it, will you?
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find them, but we need to talk to that bus driver. Let's roll.
LAPD!
I heard he's an honest
LAPD! I need to take your car.
for you.
God.
Easy.
What? I mean, these people are... Move out of the way.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle. That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
This guy was the last guy to see Teresa before she died. We need to see what he has to say.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
Heck, where are we?
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Yeah, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
You can't call them back, but this is not a police car. The police car that we had was, the dead.
God, you're gonna kill us!
That's my intention.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out for the cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this. shot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your
Killing
rightful
make you feel
share,
powerful.
we need to fight for it!
God. What the hell, man?
Buck shot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful
Your disciples
share,
know what you did
we
last
need to
night?
fight for you.
Joe Lewis.
You can't do this!
Oh, God. You're going the wrong way.
What do you think, Joe Lewis?
Hey, D-Lee, how are you? Welcome. I'm getting better than I was.
Buck shot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful share,
Your disciples know
we
what you
need to
did last
fight
night?
for it.
Joe Lewis. Killing make
Lord have mercy. You're still not feeling well? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Slow down!
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Yes!
Hello, Jack.
Jack!
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war. Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon. Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine
Yep,
too,
no
Jack.
problem, Drake.
Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
You can't do this!
Aha.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer. Nothing significant.
That's the cop from the newspaper. Can we talk about this?
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Some tea to wind down. A cup of tea.
We're going this way.
What?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman.
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them, but afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I'm charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
We'll do one more. I don't want to overdo it. Drunken lady.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, though? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
The heck?
Hey, I got my car back.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's ground.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 carat. Of course.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street,
You know
London,
it's Abby.
Tulare County.
It wouldn't be. They don't call me Miss Wild for nothing.
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Alrighty. But did it get my car back?
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Kirk is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Oh. I love it. Yep. I know he likes it. He just doesn't want to admit it. He loves the wild ride. Cracker Jack box. Direction. There, railroad.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck
Not a
around.
very good word.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Mm-hmm. Dang, no boobs. Oh, poor Drake. But, if you're quick, you can take a look up her dress, Drake.
Good morning, ladies.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Hmm.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Anything else? There was supposed to be some lipstick in her purse, maybe? Was it lipstick? No, it's just them two. Hmm.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay. Let's talk with,
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
oh my god.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
Good morning, ladies.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. Took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Alright, I need to find... That's right there.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's mercy. Every time. Okay, where's my car? Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
People...
Cole, come on!
People are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really?
I hope you get the death penalty.
Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Calm down.
Maybe. Oh, now Drake, I know you like my driving.
Give me a break.
Give you a break.
Get out of the way!
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
There you go, Drake. Are you happy? My partner's driving.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
What?
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
You think the Vice boys get any on the side?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Tarleton didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Mouthpiece sort of stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
We got our
Yeah,
orders.
off my head.
Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Goddamn Bruins are having a season from hell.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Hey, Monster. How are you? Welcome. Sorry, I didn't see you when you came in.
Something nice. I'll find someone who will.
I say we bust in there and find a goddamn.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the Slam River found out.
Hey, Chris. How are you? Welcome.
There's people there!
What's that going?
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's kid.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Oh, God.
What's the special of the day?
I don't know. I'm not a waiter.
Where's that guy?
Tiernan! LAPD!
Here we go.
There!
Oh yeah, let's borrow somebody's car and just wreck it.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Now is not the time to play around, Phelps.
Alright, turn it. What the heck? Get.
Tiernan! LAP!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Fine.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Now is not the time to play around, Phelps.
That's the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Call me a red basher, but I think we should look in on that fellow traveler from the bar. That McCaffrey guy.
Ow. How's everybody doing
Put your hands
tonight?
where I can see them.
Alright.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To McCaffrey. To arrest him as well. Here we go, Dre. I'm letting my partner drive. The citizens are safe again. I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better. I hope you're doing well, Chris.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
All the way to the top. The bottom half of it.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Doesn't look like anything.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon.
No,
Surely
I
we
can't.
can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Go in there. She said, oh, there we go. No. Go away.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Run!
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Gosh, man, it's fast.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. Give it up, LAPD! McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
Yep.
Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson. Whoever did it. What's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dogging?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I think he's a bit of a gangster.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Yeah, actually, he would.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn? There'll be much more of this. It's just that I wanted to get home and work.
Excuse me. Got one wrong. What the was
Operator, give me dispatch.
Oh.
Putting you through now.
Parker O'Brien?
Phelps, batch 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective.
No, he really isn't smart.
Under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks.
Wow.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made
Well,
it.
well, well. Well, 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 sir.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw.
Almost
It
beat a
changes a
woman to
man.
death.
I came back here determined to change things.
Hmm.
All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Actually, you were.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in
Hey,
Syracuse.
B1, how are you?
You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Well, well, well.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Alright, I am gonna end it here. I'm gonna end my stream here. I do hope that everybody enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I will be back with some more LA Noire tomorrow. I might, I don't know, because I'm trying to get better than I was, and you know, some days are good, some days aren't, so it just depends. But hopefully I will be back. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There is a donation link in the description down below. If you could throw a few dollars my way, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And on that note, you guys be safe, be well, be kind to one another. And I will see you all on the next one. See ya.